The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Get 300. Get 300. Back foot. Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Hey, take 26. Take 30.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the pass passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, now Rodgers. Able to find Lazard.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jones. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Over. 26. Jump out. Inside. Hey, Mike.
Here's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 39, Jones.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead. Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Darnay Holmes able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Hey, 88. Get 300. Get 300. Back north. Over.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, live. Hey, take 26.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
He finds Watson complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
They find some open field here. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And inside give to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Rodgers going to throw.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Now Jones gets this to Bellinger.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Saquon Barkley running right. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Hey, 626, 630.
Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
26. Jump out. Inside. Here y'all going. Hey, Mike. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, 626. Got 300. Got 300. Back point. Go to 50. Wipe up.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Hey, 626. Charlie, don't let Charlie. 630. 26. Jump out. Inside.
He's back to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it.
And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A first down carry for Barkley. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff going to look to throw right away. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a... He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they were just out into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants! CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you got to get together. You got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. After the sack on first down, Goff. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the 50, it's Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Goff now looks to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing again is Goff. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
To throw is Goff.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
3rd and 2. Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Goff throwing again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are back within a score.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the true rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. After one, 14-6 our score. on EA Sports.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Back to throw. Goff.
He's got some room to operate.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Swift is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On second and goal. Goff.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are back within a couple of the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL. Nope.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, and he rifles one incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And now it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Jones. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Lawrence Cager, 65 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I'm like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
What's up, Ron Mac?
Schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Goff linking up with Shark for a Lions first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To the air again. Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Goff on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. The Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Go.
Again, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Goff looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
Well, I can't do a 1v1 run. I got a money game coming up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 2nd and 10. Jones, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Jones now on 3rd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Golladay. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good start. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lambeau.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
He's got a man complete. 20. Touchdown, Packers.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Giants. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
It's a room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. Jones throwing for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right. Over here. Hey, where are you going?
And complete once again to Watson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And again, it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants are once again back in front. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers again now.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Second and 10.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's got Bellinger. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. It's Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a give to Barkley. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again with Barkley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, touchdown! Kenny Galladay on the touchdown throw from Daniel Jones. And the Giants are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Easy. Hey, take 26. Take 30. 26.
Rodgers going to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The tight end in motion right. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they...
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out in timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere. The most historic place in the league. and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory.